Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Alex Sigrist, and I just got a message telling me that I am going home tomorrow morning, Wednesday, January, I should know the date, January 6th. At 9:10, they're starting to move people out. Hey, so I've been in this quarantine facility since the previous Monday, so it'll be a total of, woof, 10 days in the facility, and it's my 11th day after getting a positive test. And that's important because that's kind of the rule here in Korea, is that you got to be in quarantine for a total of, basically it's 12 days if you include that first day you get the positive test. But 11 days after your positive test, you can finally leave the facility that you were brought to. And there are tons of different facilities here. And it turns out I actually got a pretty good one. Even though I'm far away from Seoul, not everyone gets their own room. And that was really cool to find out. And I feel bad for my friend who got it and had to have a roommate. So here's just some updates for everyone out there. The good news is that I've not had any symptoms for the last like 5 or 6 days or something. I've been completely fine. And in order to go home, it has to be that 11th day plus 3 days of no fever. And so I've been okay with that. My only symptom that's kind of remaining is I sort of don't have the ability to fully taste and smell things, but it's pretty close otherwise. I've got nothing holding me back, and yeah, that's some of the good news. I'll be leaving at 9:10-ish tomorrow morning. The bad news is, as I mentioned earlier, I did give one person COVID, but because of the measures that Korea has in place and the precautions that we were taking, as far as I know, it stopped with us. So that's kind of the good news. Very sorry for my friend who got it. But for everyone else, it didn't go on to anyone else. And I'm pretty excited to know that we were able to stop that lineage with us. I don't really have any bad news. I feel like I should have something, like some heart-wrenching story about how bored I was here. But yeah, I mean, it's boring, but it's not like what people were worried about. I think a lot of people in this pandemic are super obsessed with the idea of mental health. And you know what? If there's one thing I learned from this entire quarantine period, is that I think a lot of people who don't have mental health issues are the ones who are really loudest about, oh, your mental health, take care of yourself, be safe, because, we don't really know what it's like to have real mental health issues. I consider myself very blessed and lucky to have gotten this chance to actually sit down and reflect on life, and pretty much alcohol free here, since you're not allowed to drink, have like a really clear mind on what I wanted in this life, what are the things I needed to get done for 2021. It's really been like an incredible retreat for me. So not working in one of the busiest cities in the world, not stressed out about work because no one can ask me to do anything, I'm sick, it's actually been kind of amazing. So, yeah, it really wasn't that terrible. Now, the caveats are, like I said, I have my own place by myself. If you have a roommate, you got to wear the mask the entire time you're in quarantine, including when you sleep, so that must be terrible. But that's it. I go home tomorrow. I'll tell you the message that I got right here. You can leave the center one by one, starting at 9:10 a.m. on Wednesday, January 6th. It's going to take more than an hour probably to complete the discharge procedure. Center does not offer transportation, so prepare in advance. They give me a number for a taxi. They also give me the address. I have a friend who's going to be picking me up tomorrow, so thank you, Justin. I owe you. And, you cannot wear anything that you wore on the day of discharge, or while you were here, you cannot wear anything that you wore in this room when you leave. So I do need to change into my clothes that are in my bag right now before I leave my room. The staff will come to my room, guide me to the first floor, and I'll start the discharge procedure when I get to the first floor. Cool. That's it. And then I go home to do nothing, because nobody wants to see me, because I've still got a big scarlet C on my chest. It's okay. I'd be scared too. Nobody, yeah. This week, all my work's been canceled. I'm not even sure I'm going to work next week. Scientifically speaking, I'm safe. I'm fine. I'm not going to infect anyone when I leave here. But, not everyone's down with the science. And that's okay because it's a new disease and everyone's afraid of it, right? And it's okay. I can't even fake sad. I get it. I totally understand why people don't want to see me. But shout out again to my friend who is going to pick me up. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Thanks for sticking with me through this journey. I'll probably do one more like wrap up video where I make a better kind of like one stop shop for everything related to this experience. But yeah, I think you pretty much got most of me this time. Is there anything else? I wrote down stuff. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Not really. Yeah, no, that was it. I didn't get to eat as much as I wanted to. I guess that was a downside, but it helped me realize that I eat way too much in real life. 3 doshirak meals a day is enough. So I've learned that. But I'm looking forward to going home and making my own food. And yeah, I actually ordered. Oh, anyway, I guess I should go. I'll tell you more about this later. All right, goodbye, everyone. If you're curious what I ordered goguma, sweet potatoes. All right, and kimchi. It's going to be waiting for me when I get home. All right, well, I'll let you hear the goodbye message because that was the message that interrupted us right here. So,
may I have your attention, please? This is a notification for patients leaving the center. 1. Patients who are leaving here should throw away all the garbage in the orange plastic bag. Please fill up the bag halfway and seal up the bag. Do not fill the plastic bag all the way up. If it is not enough to put the waste, just leave them in one spot in your room. To prevent pollution, you should not put the plastic bag and other things outside of your room. Please leave all things in your room before you go out. Disposal team will clean them up after your departure. 2. Discharge will proceed in order after 9 a.m. one by one. We will send you the message one by one if we are ready for the discharge process. So please stay and wait in the room until you get the message from us. 3. We don't offer any transportation when you leave. Please find your own way. 4. Please disinfect 3 medical devices like blood pressure measurer with sanitizing tissue. Also, return them in the paper box in the lobby on the first floor. 5. Open the window and close the door when you leave. Finally, after you leave, we urge you to always wear a mask, wash your hands, and keep social distancing. We hope you to prevent your community from COVID-19. Thank you for your cooperation and goodbye.
okay, that screechy voice that was way too loud was the most annoying, worst part of this whole experience every freaking day. Also, they kept saying COVID-19. That was... okay, goodbye, Haseyo.